A pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Today we would like to discuss about our major project, and we are done by the prediction of chronic disease using machine learning algorithms, and we are done the under the supervision of Miss S. Priya ma'am and presented by Kamari Sachin. And let's see the our project agenda: abstract, objective introduction, literature review and design and methodologies, implementation, testing, and plagiarism report of PPT and references. Coming to the abstract, the kidney is a visual organ of the body. It regulates the body fluids and blood pressure and blood levels. It is also the regulated the salt levels of the man, maintaining the concentration of the sodium, potassium, and phosphorus in the blood cells, and minerals of the such as a blood. Kidney failures occurs when the kidneys are not functioning properly. Like that, we predict the some of the chronical diseases of the kidney. And next we will see the objective. Aim of the project is to develop an early prediction of chronic kidney diseases using machine learning. And scope of the project is come to prediction whether the patient is suffering from the chronic kidney diseases by using machine learning algorithms, so we can minimize the risk caused by the diseases, because prevention is better than cure early. And next we will see the introduction part of the project. Introduction part is nothing but is a supervised machine learning algorithms can be applied to prediction of further events with the help of the what has been the learned in the past of the new data using the lab example. First the knowing of the training of the data set is analyzed when with the learning algorithms produce as a function to make the prediction about the output value. Next we will see the literature. Here is some of the literature review. We can take the IEEE standards and conference papers in the browser. And next we will see the design and methodologies. In design and methodologies, we use the k nearest neighbors and Navi base and logic regressions and decision tree and random forest and artificial neural network. And some of the supportive virtual machine is nothing but a discriminative classification algorithm works for linear and non-linear problems by creating the separators and otherwise known as a hyperplan between the data points. And k nearest neighbors are the is nothing but is a classification of algorithm. The new class label is a predicted by the finding the majority of the vote and nearest the k neighbor for the which class label is already known. And next we will see the logistic regression is nothing but is a supervised learn algorithm used to assign the data points to the set of the discriminative classes using the logistic simulation functions. And next we will see the implementation part. And in the implementation part, we have the two major streams. It is nothing but system architecture diagram and data flow diagram. And next we will see the architecture of the diagram is first we want to load the data set, and next we move to the fs function and data set with the reducing features, and then we move to the classification techniques. In that classification techniques, we undergo the some of the process of implementation part. It is nothing but Navi base and nearest neighborhoods and logic regression and decision tree and random forest and artificial neural network. And these combining of these new networks and perform the matrix evaluation, then we can predict the output of the project. And next we coming to the data flow diagram. First we want to train the data set and extract the features from the selection part, and next we want to do the training part of the data, and we can train the data as a model, and then we will move to the testing part of the data. And whatever we train the data, the training model will be tested, and we can predict the output of the disease. And next we move to the testing part. We are done by the five of the testings, and first one is unit testing, and next one is integration testing and functional testing and white box testing, and at last black box testing. Unit testing is nothing but we have some classification patients as a having chronic kidney diseases, and we implement the artificial neural network, and we know the some libraries, and then we predict the how the disease will be predicted. And next we will move to the testing part of the data manipulations of cleaning of the data. And cleaning of the data is nothing but next fine like we will transform the data by getting the read missing data from the remove some columns. And first we will create the list of the column names that we want to keep in a certain retains. And next we drop and remove the columns and expect from the columns that we want to retain. And finally we drop and remove the rows that have missing the value from the set. And next we will move to the sample input of the data. And splitting and scaling of the data is nothing but we can split the data into the independent data set, and well as called as a x, and which will be the features of the data set, and is a dependent of the data set that will be called as y, and which is targeted data set. And next we will move to the next part of the project. At last we made the conclusion. The prediction of chronic diseases is a very important, and nowadays it is a leading cause of death. The performance of the decision tree method was founded to be the 99.25 percentage of accuracy compared to the Navi based method. And classification algorithm on chronic kidney diseases of data sets that performs the was optimized 99.33 percentage of the specificity and 99.20% of sensitivity. We are also further working to enhance the performance of the prediction of the system accuracy in the neural networks and the deep learning algorithms. And here are some of the references we are going through. We taken the references from the IEEE standard papers and IEEE conference papers. Then we browse some of the content from the internet. Thank you.